Yo, what's up, guys? Spaugh and Bob. We just got done interviewing a UT basketball star. Who was that, Bob?
Marreon Jackson.
What did we talk about, Bob?
Just talked about upcoming season, last year's season. Probably a new segment, hoops talk. Probably get a couple college guys, some high school hoops guys on here, and just talk basketball.
All right, let's get right into it.
What's up, guys? Quad score. Actually, just two of us here talking some hoops today. UT point guard Marreon Jackson, senior this year. We're just gonna ask you a couple questions, Marreon, if you don't mind. Colin, maybe a couple questions to you too.
Sure.
All right, you want to go first since you were talking about last year? You want to go first?
Yeah, I was just wondering, NBA draft just happened. Saw you declared, then you undeclared. I was wondering, what effects that had on you, and why did you undeclare?
Well, obviously, Corona caused a lot of complications. And, people I was talking to just felt it was best if it was too many unknown variables when I undeclared about, if teams were going to fly me out for workouts and a lot of stuff, it's a deadline for when you can take your name out to keep your eligibility. So I just played it safe, came back early. I took my name out early.
Good. Did you would you think you had a pretty good chance being drafted, or were you going for like G League, or what were you thinking you wanted to be drafted?
My main thing with declaring was really just to get my name out there more. As soon as you put your name in the draft, everybody, all the people that works the NBA, whatever, they're doing all this research on that person. So that was the main thing. And if I got lucky, getting a 2A or picked up on the team, then I would have left. But that wasn't my intention on leaving. It was just to get my name out there more.
Right. Yeah. I know last year, Corona definitely, the MAC tournament got canceled. I think you guys, BG, Buffalo, were probably the top three. I think it would have been like either BG or us, or UT. Probably meeting in the finals or something like that. How disappointed were you guys to find out, that MAC, you guys didn't get a chance to maybe enter in the final 64 for the tournament? How did that affect the team last year?
It was more so disappointing for our seniors Willie and Luke to go out in their senior year like that. That's sick. I would be devastated if that happened to me. And then we was playing BG the very first game, who we lost to 2 times. That's the rival. Whole bunch of built up tension between our teams, and we was ready. And Corona ended, so.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think that winner of that game was gonna. I think honestly, the winner of that game probably would have won it all. That was my pick.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, I mean, how's it? Losing two big guys, Luke and Willie. Willie not so much scoring, but he's just a hard worker, rebounder. Luke, big guy inside. Probably like 15 a game last year, something like that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna step up? How do you guys fill those shoes?
We got a lot of newcomers, and we looking. No disrespect to any of the past, players I played with or anything, but this is probably the best team I played on Toledo since I've been here. We deep. There's no drop offs. Everybody is, everybody got the intangibles. This can be the year.
And that's good. Yeah, I heard you guys got a lot of incoming freshmen there. Again, I was talking to Blake Williams. I sometimes golf with them. He said Blake. You like him?
Yeah, that's my boy.
Blake. Yeah, yeah. You said you guys had a lot of incoming freshmen that are some hoopers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got a lot of new pieces.
So, what are your expectations for this year? Are you guys hopeful that there's gonna be a tournament, or are you guys just let's just do what we can do? And
you talking about MAC tournament or March Madness?
This is both.
Well, no, the NCAA already came out and said that regardless, it's gonna be an NCAA tournament. They can't afford not to have one this year after not having it last year. But it's just gonna be. I think they said they're gonna try to have it all at one location. I think I saw something about that. It may be held in April now or May, but it's gonna be a tournament.
That's good. I saw on Twitter you were selected the preseason first team All MAC team. What does that do to you? Is that an honor? I know you're on there with Justin Turner too, probably the two best guards in the MAC. What does that mean for you, leading this team? What expectations do you have for yourself this year too, as well?
For myself, player of the year is obviously the top, the top thing I want to get. But, it's my senior year. I just want to get to the tournament for real. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
That's good.
And then like back to the NBA, were you talking to any teams? Like were any teams like looking to want to get workouts with you or
Yeah, so everything was so weird because of Corona, because they, usually they fly you out for the workouts and then, you have your little meetings and stuff, but there was no in person. It was no in person communication. It was all throughout, email or a Zoom meeting. I probably like 10 teams that was in contact with me, giving me, feedback on my game and I had to work on. They saying how they wanted me to come work out, but, obviously they couldn't.
yeah.
Because I was in Miami for a month, and then I went to Atlanta, and I went to Houston. That was just working out, though. That wasn't working out with the teams. I was in them different places working out.
I saw you were from Cleveland and like would it be a dream to play with LeBron or like because we're
Yeah.
we're in Ohio and it seems like most of the kids here hate LeBron, but like you're from Cleveland, you're closer to him or like where he's from, so like playing with LeBron would that
Oh,
be pretty sweet or
of course. Yeah, that's Bron. I mean, who wouldn't want to play with Bron?
Exactly. Like Xavier Simpson, you see he just signed with the Lakers from
Yeah,
Michigan.
I did. That's my boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I could see like similar players. You're probably a little bit better scorer than him, all around. But like I mean, if he can get signed by a team, like there's no reason why I don't think you can be signed by a big time team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the goal. After this second, have a good season. We got to win. We're gonna go from there.
Who you guys played Wednesday first, right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
play Bradley Wednesday, Oakland Thursday, and then Xavier Friday.
That's in the Xavier Invitational, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. Also, you played for Coach K all 4 years now, right?
yeah.
How do you like him as a coach? And is he more than a coach to a lot of the guys on the team? Is he like a, just not just a coach on the floor, but off the floor as well?
Yeah. Coach K is really a player's coach. Like if you can play, if you can, if you show him at practice and that you put in time in the gym, he's going to let you rock out. Like he does not hold his players back, and yeah, that's one thing about him that I do give him props for. And then off the court, I wouldn't say he's a father figure. He's just like he's a friend. He tries to fit in with us, which is another reason why I like him.
Yeah. Speaking of coaches, you got Coach Collin in here too. Coach Collin, Matt, ask a couple questions. If he's still here.
nice jersey.
Yeah.
Colin.
Yeah, my bad. I was on mute. Go ahead.
No, you're good. So how many years is this your third year or fourth year on here too as well?
This will be my fourth year, but I switched majors early on, so I might find myself in about half of a fifth year. But this is my fourth year with
So
the program.
obviously you've been here just along with Marreon, and now you're close with Willie. But how do you see Marreon as a player and the rest of the team this year? I mean, I know we were kind of close to the team last year, but what's the difference between last year's team and this year's team?
Well, Marion's one of my guys too. I find myself close with pretty much all the players. For him, it's just the ability to score from deep at his size, the quickness, and the playmaking ability all the way around. He's really exciting to watch. Had a couple of 30-plus games last year. And he's had the keys really in his hand as our point guard since his freshman year. So it's been really fun to watch him over the course of the last 3 years, and I can't really wait to see what he does for year 4. And as far as the team goes, I'd say this is probably the most talented team I've been around too. It's just not as seasoned. We do got some young guys, but the young guys can play. They can really play, and I think Kay does a really good job of letting them find their games and get comfortable in the college basketball environment. So for fans and people watching this year, I think that'll be an exciting journey for them too.
Yeah, and speaking of fans, man, I know you're probably used to playing pretty big crowds every home game, even probably every away game. What do you think the difference is going to be? With only probably like 500, maybe 1,000 fans every game. You think it's going to affect the mood of the game or the way you guys play?
We're gonna try. We're not gonna try to let it. That's why our bench energy, just have to be. They have to be there. that's why really it started at practice. Practice we by ourselves too. So at practice we really been keying in on making sure everybody got energy when they not on the court.
So you guys been like working on the bench celebrations or just ramp it up a little bit?
Yeah.
I know. I mean, no offense to Blake, but I mean, I know he's probably leading the bench celebrations. You know what I mean?
Try to get an ESPN, no?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even take a shot at Blake like that, but yeah. Yeah, Colin. Any new guys that we should be watching out for on Toledo? Any new names?
I'll let them surprise you because there's
Okay.
so many guys on the team who I think might make an impact. But I'll let him show you for himself. I'll just let him stay under wraps for this one.
So you guys, is it just you and Spencer return for starters, or you got one more, right?
AJ back.
AJ, yeah, and then you guys at Saunders, is that his name?
Keyshawn, yeah, he back too.
Keyshawn, yeah, I know a couple of guys I remember right from last year, but Justin Turner from BG, I know he's another big name. You cool with him, or what's going on? Is gonna be a little rivalry? No, you don't like it? You a little rivalry there?
I mean, no, we just don't talk. I don't know him.
No, you don't know him. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a lot of Northwest Ohio's people's eyes is you and him battling out twice this year, maybe even 3 times in the tournament. Probably two best guards in the MAC.
You guys take like those games personally, like BG?
Oh yeah, I take every game personal.
I
take every game personal.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give me more questions.
I mean, okay. Like I have one more.
Okay.
Besides BG, do you guys have any games circled on the calendar? Like, hey, we're looking forward to this one.
Yeah. If I had probably Buffalo. Us in Buffalo got our little. Yeah, we got our little tension we be having, but every game is important though.
Oh yeah,
sure. Every game is important.
You guys playing big I know you guys play Xavier this year, but you guys got any like Big Ten opponents or ACC or anything like that?
No, we had pre-COVID or like the new schedule. We had Michigan State on our schedule, and I don't know what happened with that game, but it's not happening no more. I forget who else we had. I think it was a ACC team. I want to say. Can't think of it though.
I know
I want to say it might have been Boston College or somebody like
Boston. That sounds true.
I think you guys played Notre Dame last year in a close game, lost in a buzzer beater. I remember watching that game. That game was
salt in the wound.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, I didn't mean to bring that up. I'm just saying, like, I know you guys play some big time teams, and you can hang with big time teams like that, like Big Ten teams and ACC teams.
Yeah, facts.
If this team's more talented than the past couple of years teams, I think the big dance is definitely in the future.
That's what I love about
definitely.
I mean, you guys you could stick around with any team really, and then basketball at that. I mean, anybody can win.
Right. Football is anybody. I mean, I think that's all the questions we got just for today. I mean, thanks for joining us, Marreon. Colin, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Make sure to follow these guys. Probably drop their socials in the bio. Good luck to you guys. Have a good season.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys, man. Have a good one. Thanks for